And welcome back, everyone. We're in pretty much the final stretch of this game.
The final stretch.
2 more episodes after this, and Mass Effect will be done. So, we're going to kind of just try and get this done as soon as possible. As always, we're going to have our final thoughts in the final episode in the credits, but, most likely we're going to keep that short and sweet because, we want to just...
Or we could keep it long and boring.
Yeah, that whichever you decide,
Long
but most
and
likely...
bitter.
Yeah. So, long and sour. Ew. It's like a lemon kind of thing.
I like lemons, though.
But yeah, the one thing I do like about this part is, although you have to fight all these enemies, the Reaper gets closer. Like, it actually gets closer from the background into the foreground and stuff
Because the Reapers are actual models they have in the game.
Right.
They're not just, like, things that are there.
Yeah, which is always really nice. But now we got to wait to have EDI reconfigure the missile batteries, which I don't understand. She's a supercomputer and an AI that, can break Star Wars encryption. Why?
Because reasons.
It's like,
That's
okay,
why.
it's like, okay, whatever.
Because reasons, that's why.
She's like, sure, okay. But, we got to defend 2 sides. We got one left, right, and center, so 3 sides. And we have 2 missile trucks, so... Sure. And they come from all sides, except for the right side for some reason. At least
The right side's evil.
Yeah.
Also, they all know Shepard can't actually turn right, so...
Yeah, true. That is kind of problematic. Did I just have... Is this the right side? Because I think it is.
That's the left side, I think.
Oh. Either way.
I think. No, that is the right side.
Yeah, what's weird is in the multiplayer, you have abominations, which are like fire-engulfed husks.
Yep.
But not in single player.
In higher difficulties, they appear.
Oh, okay. That
Lower
makes sense,
difficulties, you just get the regular husks. Just like how in higher difficulties you encounter the cannibals absorbing more people to create armor on them.
though. Okay.
And you also encounter more marauders enhancing other enemies.
Okay. Well, yeah, but, thankfully we did this
And
on
the
the lowest,
Banshees teleport way more frequently.
which is always really annoying.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a thing like if you get close to them and back off, they, won't teleport as much.
Also, another little tidbit. In this final mission here, that Banshee, or one of the Banshees, if you didn't kill Morn, that one of them is called Morn when in this final mission.
Oh, okay.
It's really cool.
That's actually really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And for whatever reason, in this part, I actually changed my ammo type 4 times, and I don't get it. I don't know what I was really thinking. I guess I saw armor and thought, armor piercing would do well against these, although it really doesn't seem to make much of an effect.
It requires you also to have really upgraded your ammo type.
Which I really never did.
Nah.
Whoops. But hey, whatever. It is also kind of crappy that I ran out of ammo in this area, but hey, let's launch the missiles.
You heard her. Back to the truck, people.
You're already there. Why didn't you just press OK? Yeah, which sucks. It's the same button for everything.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
But yeah, we get to fire the missiles. Yay! And although they're supposed to go straight, they kind of conveniently go around and kill whoever is behind and off to the side.
Now, what if you had Edie with you?
Oh, dude, I didn't think of that. Maybe she would do it there.
Maybe, which would make even less sense.
Maybe, but to be fair, she is integrated with the Normandy, so she would do that remotely. And I don't know.
I don't know.
That actually, I didn't think of that before.
Why are you whispering, Garrus?
They can hear us. Yeah, apparently we can do this. Whatever this is. But yeah, we have another
Enemies
missile.
are incoming.
We have the other missile battery that we don't have to activate. Edie just apparently knows that it's there.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't really have to activate it for her to connect. We just kind of assume she did.
NFC, that's why.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going
She
with.
used Google Wallet.
Or PayPal.
That too. But yeah, there's a lot of brutes in this area, so, just hammering them with armor-piercing rounds are your best bet.
Mm-hmm.
Either that or using some biotic power that's specifically good against armor.
I don't think there are any actually that
Warp
do like
isn't-
more damage.
Warp isn't. Or
I think
whatever.
warp is the only one, and there's a harvester.
Yeah, and I ran out of ammo again. Wonderful. So I'll just use my javelin because it's like super powered.
You just take down a whole block, and it's not like it's they're that hard either.
Yeah, and blinding light just
I like to get up close to the explosions because I feel like I look more badass by just like standing there like what?
Yeah.
You just blew up.
What's
I took no
weird-
damage.
The one thing I do find a little weird in this part is
I think it's actually one of these banshees that's called Morinth.
okay. Well, either way, the thing I find really weird is the Reaper is right there,
Mm-hmm.
but it isn't aiming at us, and we're fighting these Reapers, and we have missiles here that we just fired at it.
Yeah, like
So you'd think that it would think of us as a priority target.
it could have fired from where it was before, but for whatever reason, it's just not because the plot demands
I guess.
it. There's so many things in this game where it's pretty much
Oh,
just.
it was the missile launcher that I was thinking of.
Oh, okay.
Which is kind of silly because I didn't know it was here. If I did, I would have used it on the Banshees or the Brutes.
oh yeah.
But now I have a missile
I think
launcher
there's one in every
that
corner
I
building.
I just do it. It's like, okay. And I do that. I really don't know how effective that really was because I run
It's
away.
much better when you have a clearer shot than that. It hit a couple barriers.
I know, but I don't really find it in this corner building, which is unfortunate. I would have liked to.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what the problem is with them warping and stuff like that. That it's really annoying.
I never understood why they
They
become pregnant.
I don't know. Maybe it's,
Pregnant,
maybe
like,
it's
it's
just
weird.
something with the Reaper stuff, like they're carrying Reapers inside. I don't know.
I don't know. It's weird.
Roger that, Edie.
And just kill it. So all the enemies just kind of stop. And just let you, fire.
It's like, oh yeah, we're gonna let you do that. Oh, okay.
Even though there were no cannibals at all.
Yeah, which is weird because the cannibals were Batarians.
Yeah.
So it's like there's so many cannibals, but there weren't any Batarians on
Okay. Because you want to know why?
plot.
Because of the last DLC for Mass Effect 2.
Oh, okay.
That's called Arrival, and the Reapers actually invade Batarian space first.
Okay.
So that's why they have all the cannibals.
Which is what's mentioned in the getting the Batarian fleet in this one.
Yes,
Okay.
because what you have is all that's left.
Right. Okay.
Their entire culture is destroyed because of the Reapers.
Mhm.
Over here.
But yeah, we blew up a Reaper and we suffered no personal damage.
Mm-mm.
Awesome. And that warp thing is just chilling
Just let
in the cutscene
Let it go. It's alright.
for no reason.
It's not doing much. Like
It gets worse.
No, but it's like,
Of course. Hackers
oh, that's Angry Shepherd.
Several Sovereign class Reapers, including Harbinger, have broken off from the battle with Sword. They're headed here.
oh, finally they mentioned Harbinger.
Yeah, it's like how do we even know which one's Harbinger?
Ready for Hackett.
They only talked to him once.
Yeah, and it's not like they have different decorations or.
No, they just
looks.
look a little different. But like, I don't know. There's just so many things that I feel like they wanted to talk about in this game that they just couldn't.
All right.
Yeah,
Saddle up, everybody.
which is kind of unfortunate, but whatever.
I think Mass Effect would have served better if it wasn't such a huge game.
Yeah.
I think if it was a more focused story on just Shepard
Mm-hmm.
instead of it being this whole galaxy saving story, I think it would have served it much better.
Most likely. Yeah, so we get to use our APC vehicles, and for whatever reason, oh, that's right, we get the Crucible moving
Mm-hmm.
in through space,
Cutscene.
which when they
It has a
actually
propeller.
when they actually activate the Crucible,
Yeah.
I always find it really disappointing. It has this really big look to it, and then when they throw off the shell, and it's just like,
Oh, it's just that. Okay.
it's a little puny.
Yeah.
And what's really interesting though is we have a huge number of ships going into the first battle, the first wave.
Yeah.
Then we have the Crucible coming by, which is like the crux of whether we succeed or we fail in this whole galactic endeavor.
Only a few ships.
Yeah, it's like 2 ships and maybe, you know,
Well,
the
more than
nurse.
2. They got a couple.
Okay,
Of them. But way less than you would think.
Yeah.
Also, they have to get this from the outer part of the solar system. Remember, the mass relay's by Pluto.
Yeah.
And get it to move all the way to Earth. That's a couple billion miles.
Yeah, and it's like, we can do it. We can go fast. But yeah, I find it really weird that if you look at the actual like size of the Reaper fleet, there aren't all that many Reapers.
Well, no, they're powerful, though.
I know, but if you look at how the Reapers are doing compared to how like engulfed the planet is in fire and smoke and stuff,
I think they could.
I mean, I guess you could argue the ground forces maybe.
That's what I'm thinking.
But-
I mean, you also have to remember they're not. They can't show you all the Reapers. Like there are a couple hundred Reapers there.
Yeah.
We're in sight of the target. All right, everyone.
Either way, we're now assaulting the beam.
Yeah. Also, when you go into the Reaper Codex entry, they talk about how there's some Reapers that are multiple Reapers, and they're just smaller ones that form a bigger one.
Okay.
So there are way more Reapers than you think.
Okay.
Oh, the beam.
Yeah.
That no one really talked about.
Yeah. And look, hey, there's a Reaper conveniently blocking our
Oh, it's
path.
Harbinger.
Oh, that's right, it is Harbinger. They know. Now, what did you say they used to make the sound effect for that thing?
It was it's not that noise. It's the other noise. You hear in some of the early sound effects for in the early trailers of Mass Effect 1. It's that
Oh, okay.
sound. It's a metal trash can that they slowed down and severely dropped the octaves of the sound.
Okay.
And that's what it is. Like it's in one of the bonus features in the Platinum Hits Edition disc of Mass Effect 1. They talk about it.
Okay. Oh yeah, and Harbinger has like these multi-beam things.
Yeah. Also, don't worry about getting hurt. You can't actually die in this sequence.
Yeah, you cannot.
You just
get hurt.
run with everyone else.
You can't get hurt at all. And now that we're in a cutscene,
This cutscene wasn't in the original ending. You get all the way down to the bottom, and this cutscene never actually happens.
yep. And guess who gets hurt? One of the two gets hurt.
Yeah, that's how it always happens. Only one of the two people get hurt, not both of them.
It's Javik. Javik's hurt.
I think it's always the second person you pick,
I think so. Yeah.
unless it's a love interest, and the love interest gets hurt,
Yeah.
so that you have a reason they have to get on the ship.
Normandy, do you copy? I need an evac right now.
Just conveniently though that the
The Normandy is going to be right there, and Harbinger doesn't target it.
yeah.
Come on.
And then we're going to have a dialogue sequence between them. It's like, blah, 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 blah.
Like we have all this time to talk while the Reapers are just blowing up everything.
Yeah, it's like, here, take him. Commander, no, you got to just get out of here, and blah, blah, blah. No, I'm going, blah. And it's like,
But I can still fight.
damn it, Javik, you're...
I need to know somebody's getting. Commander.
Also, he says the same thing no matter who it is.
Yeah,
Unless it's a love interest, then he says something different.
yeah. But it's still, it's like, Harbinger, dude, you had a good target right there. It was big, and you know what the Normandy is, so it's like,
Oh yeah. And then now here like it's after this part where a lot of the indoctrination theories start coming in, like where they start pulling their evidence, quote unquote evidence, from which I still don't believe the indoctrination.
Yes, Joker, let's
theory
just
is
kind
real.
of sit here in front of Harbinger. God, Harbinger, and I blame you, Harbinger. You could have so easily taken out the Normandy, but no.
Yeah. And from this point on, I think I'm just going to point out all the stuff that's quote-unquote evidence. Like, if you notice the white screen, it's vignetting.
Yeah.
It's not a full white screen. Somehow that, because they say that it's the same thing of when you go into the dream, it's the same whiteout screen. Whatever.
Yeah, okay.
Also, in the original ending, they switch this that you start waking up first, and then they show Harbinger leaving after he notices you getting up. Also, your armor is no longer whatever armor you were wearing before. It is
Yeah.
now the N7 armor, just all broken up.
Yeah, and See, him flying away before you wake up makes more sense.
Yeah, exactly. It does.
Because it's like, okay, yeah, oh yeah. I shoot him because, yeah.
Well, he dies there anyway. You actually didn't kill him.
I know. I just felt the timing was better.
The other thing is too is that if you look around, the bodies that are on the sides of this level,
Uh-huh.
this is something that I have to give them a little point about this, but they show two repeating bodies,
Uh-huh.
both in the original armors that Caden and Ashley were wearing when you first meet them.
Okay.
The blue armor for Caden and the white and pink armor for Ashley.
Oh yeah, and this pistol apparently is the most powerful pistol in the game. Cause
That was another thing that they talk about because they're, that how is it that you take this thing down in like one shot or two shots? Also, tonally, the game shifts so quickly after this part.
Oh my, it's like we're the Joker.
A little bit.
And now our cybernetics are showing.
Yeah. But with the armor that I was telling you, they say it's because this is all happening in Shepard's mind.
Okay.
And that the reason that all the bodies have the same armor is because he still feels regret for letting one of them die.
Okay, but the other didn't die.
Yeah, I know, but it's still the fact he had to choose between the two. He's still haunted by this choice.
I guess.
This cutscene doesn't happen in the original
See,
ending.
the thing is, I'm not haunted by it.
Oh, no, of course not. Because they don't talk about it enough for you, the player, to feel like it was a tough decision.
Yeah, and
So-
it's like, oh, okay, Caden, get out of here. I don't like you.
I think
I didn't like him in the
I like
first
Caden
one.
better than Ashley after playing the third one. He becomes a much cooler character in the third one.
I know, but you know what they say about first impressions? They,
Yeah.
are quite important. So
yeah. They changed this cutscene. Sorry, not that they didn't have it. They changed it. They had a cutscene like this where they bring in the Crucible.
how do we know?
Yeah, because someone that people saw him go into it. They had to add in They had to add in this part because people were like, "How does Hackett know he's in the Crucible?" Because it just jumps to him being on the Citadel. Like this
Okay.
cutscene doesn't actually happen. Sorry, and that it then like Admiral Hackett talks to you while you're on the Crucible.
Okay. Which I don't think he does in this.
Yeah, he does later on.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. But yeah, our cybernetics are, like, make it look like we're evil.
Yeah, a little
Again. Which I never did any really... Like, I did some Renegade stuff, but not... Like, if you do Renegade stuff in 2, you could, like, have it more pronounced.
bit. Yeah. Also,
Anderson. You up here too?
you see how tonally different it is? Like, you just see bodies and blood. And
Yeah.
everything everywhere. Yeah.
So much death. I don't get the red lights, though. Like,
I don't know. It's just to make it more just dark.
dramatic.
Yeah, dramatic. Yeah. Also, another reason is that they're like if you look around, he says he followed you up.
Yeah.
But in order for him to have come up like behind him, he had to have been able to see him.
Yeah.
Like if you turn around while you're still on Earth, you don't actually see Anderson anywhere.
Yeah. It's a little,
Makes
you know,
sense.
plot hole, but, at this point, I don't think they really cared.
No, I think at this point they really didn't. And as a storyteller, you should care.
Send the people
But
up here to be prosecuted.
it happens when you have deadlines to meet and all that. The ending is typically what gets made last in a game. So, and then also when you get a little further down here, I don't know if we see it in this video or not, but there's another part where it relates back to the armor types that you see. If you look around too, you can kind of see in the piles of the bodies, you see them kind of wearing the same armors.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it just gets really creepy and
Yeah.
everything, and it's just a weird shift.
And what's even creepier is the keepers are picking through the bodies
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But
Also, if you look at the two bodies that are here, one is the blue, one is the white and pink
okay,
of Ashley's armor.
okay,
Like kind of still reinforcing the fact, like,
He's
and those
ready.
bodies are kind of placed there,
yeah,
and I mean, to the indoctrination theory's credit, I do give him credit for that.
okay. Well, fair enough. But we'll see you guys in the next episode when we kind of finish the game.
Yeah, and we talk about more
Or
stuff.
almost finish the game. See ya.